We hope Playcare becomes a place you enjoy living in, cause you'll be spending a lot of time with all these terrifying toys, and we're about to delve into their stories. Stretch out your hand to the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications. Here are all the toys in Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 explained. If you thought any of your school teachers were crazy, wait until you see Mrs. Delight, one of the Playtime Company's toys who doubled as a Playcare teacher. Over time, she went a bit bonkers and now roams the hallways, taking out any intruders that sneak into the school. Catnap locked her in the school when the Hour of Joy began, along with all her sisters. But instead of sticking together, they ended up bullying her and leaving her out of the kitchen where they were all hiding. When they thought the worst was over and came out, Delight had created a huge mace called Barb with which she killed them and used their bodies as food to survive. Catnap ended up reopening the school, and they agreed to help each other to protect the Playcare and worship the prototype. She's quite a traditional doll, though unlike Poppy, she has a human size and shape. Still, she does remain a doll, so she moves in a jerky manner due to her stiff legs. In addition, we have the perfect partner for Miss Delight.
Me father was a tree.
She's one of Poppy Playtime's torturers because the player is trapped with her in long, dark hallways while trying to open doors to escape and not get caught. A little trick to slow her down is to look at her. When the player looks towards her, her steps become slower and clumsier. Like with Mommy Longlegs, her biggest enemy is levers because her adventure ends up getting squashed by a door when pulling one of them. The most curious thing is that there's not just one teacher. Playtime Company made a bunch of them, in case one fell ill so you'd never miss a class. Poppy Playtime is the doll protagonist of the game, and in Chapter 3, her goal becomes clearer than ever. She needs help to destroy what's left of Playtime Company.
You killed Huggy. You killed Mommy.
And now she wants you to help her kill the prototype. Poppy seeks revenge for all the experiments carried out in the toy factory and the tortures they were subjected to. Initially, it seems to be a former Playtime Company employee named Stella Graber who dreamed of always being young and never aging.
Sometimes, though, I really wish I could go back. To being a kid, I mean.
And although she achieved it, it wasn't quite in the way she wanted. In the Playcare office area, you can find her office. Her job was to find homes for orphan children, and from what is seen on one of the tapes, Stella had no idea about the experiments conducted with the children at Playtime Company, so her innocence is entirely real. Now she needs the game protagonist's help to end the cause of the disaster in the factory. Another possibility is that Poppy might be the daughter of Elliot Ludwig, the owner of Playtime Company, who lost his daughter and managed to save her by putting her soul inside a Poppy Playtime doll. During the Hour of Joy, he locked her up and she became trapped in the Poppy box to ensure that no one could harm her. Dogday is one of the good toys that try to end the prototype, although its fate was sealed upon encountering Catnap. This toy was captured and left legless, abandoned in the playhouse with a bunch of little monsters to torture him. According to him, he had many friends who were killed by Catnap, and the last vestige of his group is himself. Although initially he is a good guy, the plush toys invade him and the prototype manages to control him to attack the protagonist. And despite having no legs, he can crawl very fast. The human identity of this toy is believed to be Harley Sawyer, since he has the exact same voice as the doctor in charge of the Big Bodies Initiative.
The prototype is his god. They said it was impossible.
The good part is that this toy doesn't completely die. The bad part is that he stays inside the playhouse suffering with a bunch of little monsters for eternity. Mommy Longlegs made the protagonist feel like a fly in a web in Poppy Playtime Chapter 2, but despite being a bloodthirsty toy murderer, she had a lovely family. In various posters in the Playcare, you can see what they were like. These here are Daddy Longlegs and Baby Longlegs, the family of Mommy Longlegs that came included in the toy Mommy Longlegs and Family. Not much is known about them, although Daddy Longlegs appeared in the game Project Playtime, having abilities similar to Mommy Longlegs and being able to stretch his limbs to reach his victims. The actual location of these toys is unknown, but it is certain that they are not in the Playcare. The Big Bodies project by Bunzo Bunny died in Chapter 2 at the hands of Mommy Longlegs, but in Chapter 3, it can be seen all over the factory sites, hung and being dragged by Catnap. Kissy Missy has a terrible history behind her, and Chapter 3 reveals what became of her and what lies behind her lost gaze. Kissy Missy was transported by train through the underground facilities of Playtime Company, but after a rebellion of the toys, she managed to free herself and ended up wandering the factory, not really knowing who she was or what she was even doing there. In Home Sweet Home, she appears in her room looking at a photograph. That was her before she was transformed and turned into a monster, just another orphan from Playcare. Poppy is her new adventure companion, and together they intend to take revenge on the prototype for all the suffering he caused. Despite seeming like one of the most harmless toys, she's as strong as Huggy Wuggy, and proves it by attacking the protagonist and getting rid of the workers who had her imprisoned. At the end of Chapter 3, Kissy Missy is attacked by something.
We're coming! Just hold on! Come on, go faster! Kissy!
But it's unclear whether she will survive this attack or not. This toy only exists in your imagination, but it is one of the most terrifying ones. The protagonist of Poppy Playtime was so traumatized by the events of Chapter 1 that Huggy Wuggy has returned as his worst nightmare. Like that little girl from The Ring, he comes out of the television and chases you through Home Sweet Home until he catches you. Luckily, it's just a nightmare, and nightmares aren't real, right? The black hand behind Playtime Company is the prototype, a toy capable of mentally manipulating and making others do what he wants. His goal of becoming immortal was fulfilled by transforming into a toy, and he's able to mimic voices and merge with other toys to become more powerful.
Do you feel anything?
This question referred to what exactly?
You stick us, beat us, tear at flesh.
Do you feel it?
He collected the remains of Mommy Longlegs, or Huggy Wuggy, and has at his service his faithful companion Catnap, who protects him from intruders daring to enter the factory. Boxy Boo appears in Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 only for a brief moment, but makes clear how violent this toy could become. In the tape that reveals what happened in the Hour of Joy, Boxy Boo escapes through the factory, eating all the employees he comes across. In Project Playtime, he is seen hiding during this event, disguising himself as a box on a train to later kill one of the employees. He also appears in Chapter 3 among the massive monsters paying tribute to the prototype. The Playcare was the orphanage of Playtime Company, where orphans live peacefully surrounded by plush toys called smiling critters. They were created to make Playcare a more peaceful place, and each had different characteristics. Bobby Bear Hug is a bear that loves to give hugs and smells like roses.
I'm lost without you. I've been lost a long time. Please, take me with you this time. You won't leave me, will you?
Bubba Bubbaphant is a citronella-scented elephant and the most intelligent member of the Smiling Critters.
An elephant always remembers. Want to know what I remember about you?
Crafty Corn is a jasmine-scented unicorn who loves to paint and create new things.
Now, can you give me some red? More red, please. Out? But we can't be out. You're hiding more red from me. I know you are. Give it here!
Dogday is a super optimistic, brave, and determined vanilla-scented puppy.
Go, go! As far as you can! Why are you just standing there? You can't be here. You can't stay.
Hoppy Hopscotch is a mint-scented rabbit who loves to jump with a lot of energy.
Listen, this won't stop until we make it to the moon. 1, 2... No, don't look at your feet! None of that matters! Again! Jump!
Kickin' Chicken is a yellow chicken and the strongest member of the Smiling Critters with a Kananga scent.
I've never been outside before. Will you come with me? I'm scared. Here, follow me.
Picky Piggy is a pink pig with a citrus scent who loves to eat.
Hi there! I'm Picky Piggy. Let's eat. Roast beef? Delicious! Grilled chicken? Down the hatch! Seared elephant? Yum! Played unicorn? Mmm! still hungry. Hey, what do you say you and I be friends?
And lastly, there's Catnap, a lavender-scented purple cat that helps others sleep at the cost of suffering terrible nightmares. All the smiling critters have plush versions that attack anyone who approaches the playhouse, and their weakness is light, so they will run away in terror at the sight of a flare. These little dolls are possessed by the prototype, and they get inside Dogday's body to control him like a puppet. The most dangerous toy in Poppy Playtime Chapter 3 is Catnap in his larger version. He's a skeletal cat with a gigantic black mouth and sharp claws to grab his enemies. Although, the greatest power of this toy is using red gas as a narcotic to control others. But he wasn't always an angry purple cat. He was once a boy named Theodore Gramble who lived in Playcare until the prototype brainwashed him. He tried to release him, but ended up electrocuted and used as an experiment to create Catnap. He then went on to put the children to sleep until the hour of joy, when he revealed himself and killed a bunch of factory workers, starting to worship the prototype. He has a second, even more terrifying form with his mouth elongated to the floor and skin as white as bones. It seems ironic that, like Theodore, Catnap ends up electrocuted by the player and killed by the prototype, who takes him away just as he did with Mommy Longlegs and Huggy Wuggy. What's your favorite toy from Poppy Playtime Chapter 3? Subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to check out our other videos from the series. Thanks for watching, see you next time!